Moon River is about my dad. My dad died when I was 20 from terminal cancer, and at the centre of it is the question, can I have a hug? After that time of someone passing, what I realised, I knew what they'd say, I knew how he would sit in this chair, for instance. I just can't physically hug him again. And the reason why I wanted to make this show is because we don't deal with grief very well as a society. And so that's what the show's become, is showing how the people who are gone are still with us, just in a whole new, wonderful way. So it's a happy show about death.
I was brought on board by Phoebe at the beginning of the year when she had loads of ideas visually, loads of thematic ideas, things she wanted to do with puppetry and projection. And we've been trying to address that question of, can I have a hug, through this narrative of a person returning to a fishing cabin that they haven't been to for a while.
Me and my dad used to go fly fishing, and after he passed, I couldn't go for ages. It was too upsetting. And then I went with my brother again just after lockdown, and I found in my dad's fishing stuff he'd set all the rods up, so before he passed away he'd set them up ready to go. And when I found that, I was like, that's like a call to action. I've got to do something with this. Like, this is like that silent love.
I'm really excited about Moon River because I think it's doing something really special, which is that it's being adventurous and innovative in its tech, and that's why I'm really drawn to it. But it's also being adventurous and innovative in how it's reaching people, and it does those equally. It's got one eye on wonder and one eye on warmth, and that's why I think it's really a unique piece. Something that's been really exciting is looking at emerging technologies like real-time rendering, projection mapping software, faux shadow projection with 3D rendering, which is quite unique, 3D modelling, and using those as a tool alongside performance, not just to create a sense of wonder, but actually using those things hyper intimately so that the audience leans in and listens to this moment of humanity. I think it's really special.
Because Moon River is all about someone who is gone, it made sense that it comes to life. But what I'm more interested in is taking that idea of puppetry and expanding that, which is where all the XR elements come in, of how do we start to make the unbelievable believable. And I think when we're in that really present, playful state is when you're also most vulnerable. And I think for people to understand and empathise, maybe if they haven't even felt grief, to be like a child and be amazed and see all these incredible images that you never thought could come to life in front of your eyes, that's why we're telling it how we are.
It's really been a really lovely collaborative way of building a piece, and what's been really lovely is working with lots of different designers. Very design-led show, which is not what I'm used to. I work on a lot of very dialogue-based shows, and this show has no dialogue, and getting other voices into the room, and we want to continue to do that as we build with the same collaborative approach and eventually have something really touching and visually fantastic.
I hope it will make an offer to people of saying, wondrous things are possible, and they're possible for you right now in this chair. And I think that's super powerful when talking about grief.
So I really want to innovate with it, to be honest, and to make the story a whole encompassing, brilliant moment to sort of celebrate. That's the point, is to celebrate people who are gone. I would love it to turn into just that, a picture book of unbelievable proportions in front of your eyes that makes you laugh, cry, feel connected and hopeful, and a hug.